Hey besties! If you're new here, I'm Kacey Nova, your cozy gamer BFF. Come chill, chat, hang out, and let's play Winter Burrow. But before we get into that, I do have to tell you, this will be my second time re-recording this. I tried something new, trying to record all my programs in OBS, and it was a fantastic fail. Unfortunately, it made all of my audio tracks into one, so I couldn't separate my gameplay audio from my voice audio, which is essentially a nightmare for audio quality. So it's so awful, I am re-recording this. So, besties, let's get into the game. The burrow was mother and father's dream home. A place where everybody could stay warm and safe. Aunt Betulina knew more about the wilderness survival than she ever got to teach me. It didn't last. The wilderness seemed to worry my parents. The promise of the sprawling city didn't disappoint. At first. The only jobs were in the mines, and they were hard on my parents. They almost earned enough for the tickets back home before they passed. I sold everything, packed my bag, and left for my true home. The old burrow, now barely recognizable. Why hasn't Aunt Betulina kept it in shape? Okay, besties, this is where we start this off. It's a cute animation style. We got a lot of stuff to pick up around here. Looks like we need to light a fire, so we need to repair this. And it looks like we have exactly what we need to light our fire. Sweet. I love that the little cursor here is this cute little leaf, and also we have now learned how to craft an axe, which I assume will be super helpful. Let's see what we need for a sandstone axe. We need 1 stick, 1 pebble, 1 twig, 1 pebble, and 1 flax fiber. So we're gonna track that so we can find this stuff. And I'm assuming we need to obviously go outside. Okay. I'm gonna gather a couple things because extra is never bad. But you get cold really fast in this game, which I kept forgetting. So pay attention to the coldness meter. So you're just a teeny tiny little mouse. You know, they get cold easily. Alright, let's make my sandstone axe. Awesome, and look, we've unlocked like a new little bed. And we need to get some more wood, some more fiber, and some more wood. Twigs, wood, fiber. Now I got my little axe. This game's relatively, you know, easy to figure out. I do love games that have lots of little, like, quests and stuff you have to build. I like busy tasks in games. And look, you can see your footprints. I didn't notice that when I was playing this the first time, so I kept getting lost really easily, but now, you know, you can follow your footprints, so that was super smart. Alright, now I've got a little bed and it looks like I can make a chair, a stool, and a table. Awesome. I don't have any space for this stuff. Okay. There we go, and now it looks like I unlocked some wood. Okay, so it looks like I need to repair the chair. Would like to track that. See if I can make... Not quite enough. So back out into the wilderness where all my little feet prints are. And you get tired really easily, which I didn't really notice the lung part at first. Sweet, looks like we have a lot of stuff now, and I'm gonna pick up these things. I need to make one more log. Actually, it's just... Okay, we're gonna repair the dusty armchair. Well, now it looks nice, and look, I can craft some yarns and a hat and a sweater and some pants, which this little mousy guy needs. Let's see. So hat, pants, coat, need a lot of these. So let's craft all I have. Is not enough for any of these. These guys over here are little beetles you can fight, but they don't outright attack you. So you can, for the most part, leave them alone if you don't want to fight those ones. At least as far as I saw. Alright, see, we're starting to freeze. And you can't really see where you're going. I'm gonna craft my hat. Craft the shirt. Yep. I keep forgetting about how tiny the inventory is here. You don't need a lot of this stuff. Make the shirt, the linen coat. Actually, I need to put the linen coat on first, and then we will take his city shirt and put that away. And now I can make the linen pants. Equip the linen pants, and we will take these city pants and put them in there. Awesome. Okay, next thing I want to do is see about repairing this repairing this rusty stove before we go find Auntie, because food is really important. See, you know, my food meter is already getting low. Just need one more rock. Oh, there's a lot up here. And I don't have a pickaxe, so. He can only run for the tiniest of distances, so I only try to use the sprint when I'm freezing. You don't want to knit. This is the only part that's really clunky about this game. It's the knitting chair and the stove are so close together. Okay. I'm gonna store my extra rocks and my beech wood and my fibers in here, along with my twigs, so I can collect stuff as I need to. Now if we head over here this way, there's this broken bridge that we have to repair, and that needs 5 of these planks and 5 of this type of rope. So you're gonna need to collect some stuff. I don't know what you do with this fur yet, but just kind of collecting it. See what I can do with it. I'm getting really cold. I'm gonna have to hurry back in a minute. Yep. And I get stuck on a rock. Okay, and then we stand in front of the fire and we're better. Okay, so what do I need? I'm gonna craft all those. And then what do I need to make this type of... So I need a lot more fibers. I don't think I've ever found that before. That's cool. Okay, let's see how many more I need to get. There we go. So it looks like I'm going to bed. Okay, so next morning apparently I'm starving, so I'm gonna craft this. Not really anything else I can cook right now. Then we're gonna take my roasted, and that's as full as we're gonna get. And we're gonna cross the bridge. And there's Aunt Betulina. Dear, dear me. Who'd be knocking at this time of... Oh! Well, if it isn't a sight for the sorest of eyes. Back home to see your dear old aunt, are you? What a wonderful surprise. But goodness, child, the burrow, it's hardly fit for rodent residency. Did your mother not think to ride ahead? I might have had a chance to clean it up a little. Now your parents have all that work on their paws, I suppose. Oh dear me. Are they awfully cross with me? My parents are gone. Gone? But how? Forgive me, little one. I'm feeling quite lightheaded. Come in out of the cold and I'll brew us some tea. Over tea, I told Auntie everything. How hard my parents worked, how desperately they strived, and how unfairly we lost them. I'm so sorry, little one, she said through tears, but I'm so glad you've come home. She took my paws in hers, the warmth of them chasing away the winter cold, holding the weight of our shared grief. We'll survive this, child, together. I wish I'd known you were coming. I would have got the place ready. I keep meaning to fix up the burrow, you know, but things just get in the way, don't they? And, well, goodness, child, here's a perfect example. I'm here talking about the burrow, and meanwhile you haven't had any shoes on your paws. You'll be needing snowshoes in this weather. Shouldn't take you long to whip them up. Let me just note down what you'll need. Here. Crafting unlocked. We got some snowshoes. Oh, bother. And the larder's bare, too, I'll wager. You should be able to sprout some mushrooms in that basement of yours. Your father left me the key so I could use it to grow some for myself, but, well, I haven't made it over there as much as I thought. And I suppose it's yours too now. Here, take it. You got the basement key. Auntie locked the basement when she couldn't keep critters out of it. Wonder what's down there. Until these mushrooms bloom, you might have to rely on foraging, but for tonight, at least, you let your old auntie fill your belly. Consider it my welcome home gift. Ah, we got a blackberry pie. Aunt Betulina's pies were your favorite when you were a mouseling. I hope they can bring you some comfort tonight. Please, child, don't forget, anything you need, even if it's just a chat, I'm right here. Okay. Next step looks like we're gonna open the basement. And down we go. We got a bag of chanterelle spores. And now we're in the basement. Okay. You need to water them. And this looks like it takes a lot of stuff to repair. We will get to that eventually. Okay, now let's go learn some more stuff from Auntie. Oh wait, we need to make our snowshoes. Let's see what all we need for these snowshoes. 3 more fiber and 2 more flax ropes. So a lot more fiber. I do feel like stuff respawns the next day, which is nice because I was worried that like resources would run out over time. Okay, I hope I have enough now. But we'll chop these down just to be sure. Go over here and make 2 of these. Good. And then we'll go over here and we'll craft our snowshoes. Yay! Now, they're already on our feet. Awesome. Alright, so let's go see what else we can learn from Auntie. Such a cute little mousey. I wish I knew the mouse's name though. Here to visit your auntie again, are you? It's good to see you, child. How's the burrow faring? Come to think of it, how are you faring at the burrow? It was looking quite bare the last time I visited. Building furniture is easier than it looks, you know. Here now, I even have some guides around here somewhere. Yes, these are the ones. And it looks like we unlocked a couch and a little end table, maybe? They're only simple, but they'll be enough to get a young mouse all set up. Take them back to your old crafting table and they should come in nice and handy. Okay. It's a whole lot of walking in this game. Gotta go from here, gotta go there. And your mouse, so you walk really slowly. But the graphics are super cute. Alright, so let's see. Building furniture is easier than it looks, you know. Okay. I could make a twig bed, which would be really nice to replace my old bed with. But for now, I think I'll just build a twig stool. Do I have to build anything else? Maybe not. Maybe I should probably put the stool in the house somewhere. Go, little mousey, go! Hello there, little one. Goodness, are you okay? Your paws are shaking. Have you been eating properly? You can't exist on raw mushroom alone, you know. Let me fetch you something. I'll only worry about you otherwise. Yes, a good home-cooked pie should do the trick. Ooh, we got a blueberry pie this time. Yum. You can make your own, you know. There's a decent stove in that burrow when it's up and running. And a nice hot meal will fill your belly far faster than raw ingredients. You'd be surprised what a quick roasting can do for a simple slice of chanterelle. Alright, so it sounds like I need to go cook something in my stove. So I should probably harvest some of these mushrooms. I'm gonna store all my stuff in there. And now we're just gonna go out and forage until nighttime, I guess. Okay, so now we're gonna fight some of these guys. They're really easy to fight, so That's really good. And then they disappear after a while. Oh no. Shoot, I got myself lost. Yeah, I made it. Somehow. Even though I was completely lost. Let's see if I can grill up the rest of that food. Okay, now it's officially nighttime. He runs so cute in those little snowshoes. And I think we're gonna head to bed for the night. Thanks for hanging out, besties. I hope you enjoyed watching today. Let me know in the comments what you think of Winter Burrow and our unnamed little mousy buddy. Maybe we can think of a name in the comments for him or her until we figure out what the mouse's name is. Sending you all big hugs, and I'll see you in the next video. And of course, if you like my content, sending you all big hugs. And please like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye!